peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
We love the open county of the Rupununi and the Essequibo, daytime or night. Though we may criticize it, this is our home, we love it, and we need to keep it. We have that right.
We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass.
This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil too. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana, I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil to one Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I.
Oh yes. A lot of you gon' vex, but I tell you, sometimes you just got to listen. There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured.
Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. Facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. I been to Guyana, man. I have to go back. The way how the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge? Them put we on the map. The men them look healthy. The girls them look hot. I went to a meeting. I don't know if chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man. The government walking. 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 This one's for them haters. For them haters who attacking Guyana. Guyana, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them the 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 little finger. The government walking, the government walking. The government walking, the government walking. The government walking, the government walking. walking. Don't mix me with politics. I yes, the Guyanese critics. I just want the country fix. Man, I come play some kicks. Can later bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it to me, I still giving it some licks. The government walking. The government walking. The government walking. The government walking, walking. The government walking. The government walking. The government walking. The government walking, walking. The government walking. The government walking. The government walking. The government walking, walking. The government. This is for the hater. For the hater. This is for the hater. We're running down Guyana. For the hater. For the hater. Show them little finger. Show them your little finger. Little finger. Show them your little finger. Little finger. Show them your little finger. Government walking. The government walking. The government walking. The government walking. The government walking. Walking. The government walking. Now don't mix me. Don't mix me. Don't mix me. The government walking. I don't do politics. Just get jacket, right? Get jacket. Walking. Walking. They're walking. Them walking. They're walking. Now I said them walking. I don't mix me. I don't do politics. Yo, nobody not selling out. We talking facts. Facts we dealing with. Nobody not selling out. We talking facts. I been to Guyana, man. I have to go back. The way out the country looking, man, they left me shocked. Who's ever in charge? Them put we on the map. The men them look healthy. The girls them look hot. I went to a meeting. I don't know if chicken curry. Them Guyanese eating, man. The government walking. 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 This one's for them haters. For them haters who attacking Guyana. Guyana, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them your little finger. Little finger, show them the 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 little finger. The government walking. 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 Don't mix me with politics. I yes, the Guyanese critics. I just want the country fix. Man, I come play some kicks. Can later bumper fake. We call it a camera trick. And if you rest it to me, I still giving it some licks.
Good morning to you, and welcome down to Livewire. 30th of May, 2024, and it's Thursday. I don't know, something wrong with my throat. Anyway, happy to be here with you. Happy to have all the persons tuned in already across the diaspora and across the 10 administrative regions of Guyana. Morning to all those persons on the live already. We have Rahima Morali, Alan Khan, Joan Ambi John, Sherwin Siram, Omar Sharif, Sherry Ramdai. Good morning to you. Sherry's joining us from France. Rose, Eddie Ragnott, good morning to you. Councillor Stephanie Nelson Moore, good morning to you as well. Derek Drupal, good morning. Nirmala Allen, Deshaun Abrams, Ramnarain Singh, Carla Daniels, Henry Jagdeo, Narain Singh, Tosiram Chetty, Rajan Datadin, Mohammed Isaf, good morning to everybody. Eunice Raghubir, Miss Bob Datan Andalal, morning Jane, morning Maureen Razio, Mazo Inchan, morning Neil Ramanukan, morning to you. Philip Graves Andy, Tracy Martindale, good morning everybody. Special good morning to Pam Singh and Trevor as well. I feel like that, like the thing on the back of your throat, like I feel like it's touching my tongue, so it feels weird. Anyway, morning everybody, and I must say, do y'all remember this? Yeah, I deleted it. Oh, y'all remember we have this competition?
All them goalie man stand still. And we gonna do a goalie man walk right now. You ready? Boxer, let me go now. Hear me sing now. Goalie walk, goalie walk, goalie walk, everything. Goalie walk, jump, goalie walk, goalie walk, goalie walk, everything. Goalie.
Right, so you remember we had that competition. And you remember this entry?
All them goalie man stand still. And we gonna do a goalie man walk right now. You ready? Boxer, let me go now. Hear me sing now. Goalie walk, goalie walk, goalie walk, everything. Goalie walk, jump, goalie walk, goalie walk, goalie walk, everything. Goalie, listen. Goalie jump, goalie jump, goalie jump, everything. Goalie jump, goalie jump, goalie jump, goalie jump, everything. Hear me sing, so. Big goalie can't wearing tight pants. Big goalie just Miranda big shot. Big goalie can't wearing tight pants. Big goalie just. Hear me sing. Bang bang malang. Cut.
Right. So that was the young lady who won the competition. And finally, very patient young lady, we were able to get her prize. So she got her trophy, she got her t-shirt, and she got her cash prize as well. Thank you for taking part and being a wonderful Guyanese, right? So I had to touch on that. Y'all see my photo? The congressman. Y'all see my morning to RD Arjun. Y'all see my photo? Y'all hear what the congressman said? Christopher Prasad, morning to you. Zoe, morning to you. Rita Little, morning to you. Greg Hill, morning. Y'all see the congressman? Y'all hear what the congressman said? Look, listen, for those who were not able to see it, I'm going to share it with you. You know, here is where you could come and get the information in case you miss it. Now, this is a newsroom report, and I think they interviewed him. So let's take a quick look at that.
I think that this is just the beginning. I think the country has come a very long way in a very short period of time. I trust in the leadership of President Ali. I'm glad that he has been receptive towards inviting me. I'm glad he's encouraged me to meet with the opposition. I'm glad that he's asked me to come back and report to him directly on recommendations and thoughts. So I will be.
So y'all understand, right? The opposition were hoping for this man's visit to be like a defining factor in their not so illustrious career as opposition members. This congressman was supposed to come and find major levels of discrimination and marginalization and all these other things. But at the end of it, I trust in the leadership of President Ali. Guyana has come a very far way in a very short period of time. Exactly, Richard Stanislas. Watax. That is exactly what it is. Watax. So, Aubrey face will remain like this for a while. They were not expecting the congressman. And America is different. America is different. And people over there tend to call a spade a spade. Was this man maybe a member of the Black Caucus or whatever it is, championing the rights of Afros in the US? He's not going to come and report what he didn't see. Right? He's not going to come and report what he didn't see. So y'all check out Newsroom. They have this up there, and I'll play it again for you. Let's hear the congressman, because President Ali is supposed to be one of the worst. President Ali is supposed to be one of the worst leaders in the world, according to the opposition. I saw Royce Ford made a post about the president, something with you. Anyway, we'll come to you now.
Beginning, I think the country has come a very long way in a very short period of time. I trust in the leadership of President Ali. I'm glad that he has been receptive towards inviting me. I'm glad he's encouraged me to meet with the opposition. I'm glad that he's asked me to come back and report to him directly on recommendations and thoughts. So I will be proposing some initiatives that I think could be beneficial for the people of Guyana and for his administration. I think there are things that were shared with me by the opposition that are concerns that I have relayed to him. President Ali was gracious enough to bring his entire cabinet together. He wanted to hear, frankly, all the things that were raised as concerns. And the opposition leader was very kind to
It's how the AG sit down there.
Opposition leader was very kind to come and spend the afternoon with me and share his thoughts. So I see two strong-willed, two very smart people that have constituencies and ultimately want the same goal. They want a better Guyana.
That's Congressman. And hopefully the Congressman will be heading back from whence he came with all the information, right? Now, yesterday I spoke to you all about a counselor in Mocha. One of the few people, along with Miss Bob, one of the few people who actually got up and represented Mocha. Again, today I'll reiterate my disappointment in the fact that there are other persons in Mocha who understand, who know what's happening in there, but for some reason, they chose to take a back seat, or in some cases, anyway. Now, I want to show you all this here. Right, so this is the council. She's been on this program here before. Now, because this young lady, mind you, teacher, a mother, a wife, a teacher, a mother, a wife, decided that she'll take on additional responsibility because she wants to see progress in her community. She could probably say to persons that was growing up in Mocha, right? She wanted to see more things done for Moconians. And she could probably tell you that in 2015 to 2020, that's when most Moconians thought that Mocha would be elevated to such a standard that due to its loyalty and the persons who dwell within, right? Now look how this young lady is being attacked by what some could consider, no, don't do that. Lawsuits flying left, right, and center. But look at Rickford Bird. Right? Look at Rickford Bird. Now imagine Nemo Flubes organized PNC people to, and mind you, I thought the meeting with the congressman in Mocha, the timing was bad. Because the real people in the village, the people who go into that meeting ain't got no work to do. They not no work to be at. So they could go to meeting in the middle of the day and just there. You understand? But the real people who could have probably explained to him better were at work. So they should have probably kept the meeting in the night. But anyway, we're done with that. Rickford George. Look how he's attacking this young lady. All this young lady did was speak to the development happening in her community. Because some other persons may have been afraid, some would have been reluctant, some would have vexed for whatever reason they vexed for, and whatnot and whatnot. But despite that, this young lady got up and spoke and represented her community. One, as a resident, and two, as a counselor in the community. Now, she should sue Rickford Burke. So he has another reason not to come to Guyana. What lie did this council go and tell? Did they not help the squatters that were in the way of the highway? They didn't help them? Were they not compensated? Were they not given land and house assistance to move? The ones who were farming, were they not given farming lands as well? What did she lie about? Isn't it this current administration that fixed Burnham Boulevard? Where's the lie? Isn't it this current administration that fixed the school ground, that rebuilt the basketball court? Isn't it this current administration that brought ease to the farmers at Mucka Backlands there in terms of drainage and irrigation? Isn't it this administration that implemented the goal program that are benefiting Maconians who are upskilling themselves in terms of their education, academically? Isn't it this government that bring bit in there, grow? What did she lie about? Is it that because this young lady wants to see the persons in her community elevate, that makes her a house slave? Council, I'm telling you, if that is the case, you stay out of the field. You stay the hell out of the field. Because clearly, Ricky is probably a field slave. Most likely he's a field slave. But he don't have the sense to get himself out of the hot sun, working in the hot sun. And because he's out there, he doesn't want to see you elevate. It's like having a friend. Both y'all start the job at the same time. But because that friend is diligent, comes to work on time, takes care of the responsibilities, submit the reports on time and that thing, that friend is elevated to a level of supervisor. And you just vex. Rickford Burke was never a councillor in this country, a member of parliament, an opposition member of parliament, nothing. This young lady has accomplished more than you politically. This young lady has accomplished. She sits on a council. She mightn't have the ability to vote on things since the PNC has the majority on the council, but she sits there and she can make recommendations that actually matter, right? All Rickford Burke can do is sit on his program, come on social media, and talk trash like this about hard-working Guyanese that are here in this country, that are building Guyana. Rickford Burke making himself a jackass overseas. That's all he's doing, making himself a complete fool overseas. What has Rickford Burke invested in this country to make it better in any way, shape, or form? You understand? And I see that the council is saying it's better to be a house slave than a wanted man. So she's not running from the law. Tricky Ricky. You understand? She's not running from the law. She could go to the state, she could come back, she could do whatever she wants. She's not engaged in any fraudulent schemes or extorting anybody or anything like that. And Ricky, if you only hear the salary she getting paid as a councillor to work in the community, so it's not for the money. It's not. When she tell me to, I was like, what? I didn't know, y'all. That's a trouble. Right? So it's not for the money. She's not doing it for the money. So, like how Rickford Burke would host a live every night, and his followers, they beg. And you see, somebody saying, go see here. He don't wake up these hours. You understand? People like Rickford Burke and Sherrod, them always beg Kadaki to cash up and thing. I was begging on the program. This young lady doing what she's doing for the love of it, not for the money like those people. So they spread propaganda and misinformation so that the people Kool-Aid sniffers who like it, they have something to digest. And those persons in turn support them, selling a $20, $1, $2, $3. You understand? Who are in Kosi up? What's this? Something wrong here. But yeah, this is the kind of nonsense Afro-Guyanese have to go through in Guyana when they decide that they want to trot a different course from the main Afro-Guyanese party. You understand? This is what they have to endure. Racist attacks. Racist attacks. So, Kemraj Ramjatan and Moses Nagamutu, they decided they wanted to leave the PPP to serve a different purpose. Right? This young lady wasn't a member of the PNC at any point in time, according to my knowledge. She could probably correct me if I'm wrong, because I see her in the comments. Right? She wasn't a PNC. So what is it? What is it that this young lady did to you, Rickford? Is it that you're in competition with this young woman? Are you vexed that? Could it be that? Man, look. Trouble. Could it be that you're just upset that you're in competition with this young woman? This is actually a woman, Rickford. You understand? And you as a man, well, we're not too sure of the percentage of man that you are, but you attacking this woman here, and not like Gita, who probably drunk. You understand me? This woman actually doing work, advancing the community, right? Right? Actually advancing the community. So, Counselor, I'm encouraging you to continue doing what you're doing, because at the end of the day, persons are looking for that change that you have been affecting. Right? That is what they're looking for. And you have, with the counselors that have been there before you, you can safely say that you have done more than the entire NDC there in the Mocha Arcadia area in terms of having interventions for the people of Mocha. You have done more than the entire NDC who have the voting power to make the lives of Mokonians better. So you be proud of that. And when you see people like Rickford Burke calling your name, when you see people like Rickford Burke calling your name, Counselor, know that you touch the heart, the hurting. They're hurting because they can't understand why you won't leave your community to fall at the wayside like they did. Like the rest of the Mocha Arcadia NDC councillors on the PNC side. Mind you, this young lady is the only councillor from the PPP on that NDC. So you can imagine is 11 of them at City Hall and they get in a fight. And they got people like Chase Green and Ashby and Dan Singh and Jacobs and Alfonso who able with problem. Right? They got a team at City Hall who able with problem. Y'all think with problem, let me take. Y'all doing stop this, we can highlight it and show you. This young lady is by herself. It's like she in a den of thieves. No, retract. Take that back. She like David in the Lions Den. Because they might say, prove that there's thief and sue me. So she like David in the Lions Den. When she had that NDC. Because it's a set of Kavakamites around her, basically. One set of Kavakamites that did nothing in Moko. You understand? Sorry, Daniel, Marisha. Sorry. Thank you. I gotta go to church more. I gotta go. Like Daniel in the Lions Den. Marisha got my back, you know. She's look out for me. Please sort out that other thing we spoke about. Please, Mauricio. Daniel. So, Councillor Stephanie, don't have no fear. Just like Daniel, you will emerge out of the lions that on top of things. And I maintain you'll be doing proper things. Right? Now, I want to jump over to another idiot because apparently persons in the diaspora have a lot of time on their hands. A lot of time on their hands. So I noticed this as well. On Norman Brown's page. And I mean, I don't know if Norman thinks Guyanese have short memories. I don't know if Norman thinks that Google doesn't work in Guyana. And I'll use a word that they use on critic when they go in front of your house and behave bad. What's the correlation between some of these things that they bring in? Right? So we're gonna go through it here quickly. And then I'll share my views on some of these things here that I saw Norman wanted to share with the public. Right? Now, one second. So, Jagdio must be jailed this time. All right. Wish I could tell you why they didn't do it the first time, since they know the former president should be jailed, and they were calling for it pre-2015, and literally came in and they tried a bunch of stuff, lose a bunch of cases, and the people went away. You understand? Remember, they took current minister with responsibility for finance and public service, Ashley Singh, to court. I think they took Winston Brassington to court as well. Nothing. So Jagdio caused Mark Benchcop, a totally innocent man, to spend 5 years on remand for a crime he did not commit. Benchcop's only crime was exposing the corrupt and murderous PPP. Now, folks, I don't know where Norman Brown or what he remembered, right? But Mark Benchcop was charged for treason in 2002. And this was because he participated in a protest that turned violent, right? Now, the protests led to forcible entry and riotous damage to property. You know which property? Not nobody house, not nobody car or a bus on the road or nothing like that. The office of the president. I'm putting to you that in America they'd have probably shot him if he stormed through the White House gate to the people them. CIA or whoever's guard the president over Secret Service. They'd have probably shot him. A lot of persons may be too young to remember, but I know that most of you here, especially in the diaspora, and those over at least 40 years here or in their 30s, will remember that. Mark Benchcop, I think I even remember people saying that Mark Benchcop wasn't even a part of this protest. He just come and inject himself into the people thing and take it to another level. Right? So Mark Benchcop, along with protesters, stormed office of the president, blocking the place, push down the gate and go in there. You understand? Now, the funny thing is, do y'all remember who pardoned Mark Benchcop? Anybody remember that? Who pardoned Mark Benchcop? It's the very person that he discussed almost every day on his program. Right? Now, Mark thinks he has a right to storm office of the president, and there should be no repercussions whatsoever. None whatsoever. Which country can you go and not break down, but forcibly enter the office of the head of state. Forcibly, with a crowd, riotous crowd, enter the office of the president. You can't try to the White House. You cannot do it there. They will shoot you. They get a couple warnings first, but they will shoot you. So for Norman Brown to even mention this, I'm thinking, how could you say Mark Benchcop was a totally innocent man? There's a right to protest, but there's also the right way to protest. I was having a discussion with an idiot yesterday about the same thing. You have a right to protest. It's there. You can protest. But you have to, one, inform the relevant authorities that you're going to be out there. Two, not impede anybody's ability to traverse the roadways or to make it to work or to get home. People who are not involved in your protest, you can't interrupt their lives. And three, peacefully, you have to protest peacefully. The last one, I'm too sure about. I think so. By law, it's supposed to be a peaceful protest. A lawful protest should be, or at least I'm thinking is a peaceful protest. Right? Now, let me move to the second paragraph here. Jagdeo wants to see Rickford Burke jailed and is trying his best to no avail to make that happen. Burke's only crime is exposing the corrupt, racist, and murderous PPP. So what happened to the man that Burke, the auto dealer, Burke next started? That don't count for nothing. That don't count for anything. So people the auto dealer just make that up. The reporters that came from Kite, were they from Kite News at the time? Well, the reporters that were involved in the extortion, they call your name, Rickford. They call your name. Now the vice president didn't give any report saying that Rickford Burke, I was working with Rickford Burke to do this, and that. Is the people who contact the man says you send them. Right? The people said you send them, Ricky. Let me move on. Cde Amsterdam is locked up on fake allegations of committing crime against the state. Amsterdam's only crime is exposing the corrupt, racist, and murderous. Cde on a show somewhat like this one allowed a call. I played it here yesterday. Allowed a caller to come call his program and call for the heads of the head of state, the vice president, the attorney general, and the minister with responsibility for finance. Come on. At no point Cde said, all right, caller, we can't say those things, although we might not like the people, we should respect the office or something like that. Nothing like that he got from Cde. Nothing like that he got from Cde. Cde didn't even hang up the phone on the man. He allowed that entire thing to be broadcast. And now wondering why you're arrested? Right? Like a vampire, Jagdeo is hunting for blood, for the blood of Afro-Guyanese activists who are courageous enough to fiercely confront and expose the cabal. Up to now, oh, I thought Sally Jones was asking me when I'm going to take calls. We got set a day for that. The call thing that sometimes it just throw you off your train of thought, right? So we're gonna have to set a day. You have to set a day for that, right? But that's your responsibility. You allowed that guy to go on at length, see wall and chop off head and all kind of thing. Come on. Let me continue. The PPP killed activist and journalist Ronald Waddle. No, wait, man. They had a COI into this Waddle thing. This I didn't Google. I think they did. Could somebody remind me? Did they do a COI into the Ronald Waddle thing? I can't remember. I can come back to Ronald to this Waddle thing. No, I think anyway, I can find out and come back to this. Right? The PPP killed activist Courtney Crummy Wing. The PPP presided over the extrajudicial killing of more than 400 young black men in Guyana, from Shaka Blair to Quindon Bacchus, and the two Henry boys. No, wait. How Quindon Bacchus? At least Shaka Blair's passing was some time ago. But what the government got to do with Quindon Bacchus? That was a matter between some police and them, and they doing the one thing, and whatever went wrong there. So how Quindon Bacchus come in here? How the government preside over the killing of Quindon Bacchus? That was Afro and Afro violence. What is this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? The policeman that was involved in that thing should have gone to court by now, because he was scheduled to go to court. You understand? It's not like the police were trying to cover up anything there. April 17, 2024, Kaito News, cop to stand trial for murder of Quindon Bacchus. What the hell is Norman Brown talking about? 16th of April 2024, Newsroom, Lance Corporal to stand trial for the murder of Quindon Bacchus. Newsroom. The 17th of April, iNews, cop to face judge, jury for murder of Quindon Bacchus. So what is Norman Brown talking about? What is Norman Brown talking about? How is the PPP involved in the murder of the Henry boys? How we get to that? What kind of what's the word? What kind of closure did these persons between 2015 and 2020 bring to these people that you claim that the PPP government had some part in their demise? Y'all investigated Courtney Crummy Wing, as they claim. Did y'all investigate it? You had Leslie James there doing a bunch of stupidness during the elections. And I know this factual, I can't get sued there. Leslie James was the worst commissioner of police we had. Worst commissioner of police that we had. Could you imagine? I don't even want to go back to he, because I could talk about Leslie James whole day. Complete waste. You could imagine the head of GCOM calling you, Commissioner, I don't feel safe, and you left shit unshown. You wouldn't even call the people who that's supposed to be securing the building and ensuring safety and security to make sure what's going on. Y'all look at the COI. Leslie James is the worst commissioner of police ever. Worst. Dereliction of duty, sir. They shouldn't give you no pension. None. But back to this here. So I don't know what Quinton Bacchus name doing here, and I cannot understand how the Henry boys get involved, or the claim could be made that the PPP killed the Henry boys. Right? Now, at least with Norman is working with the number 400. Rickford Burke adds 1,000 onto that, so he usually says 1,400. So this here again, whether it's 400 or 1,400 young Afro-Guyanese, what did you guys do to bring closure to those families? Did y'all investigate it? Did you find one and two of the murderers? Find out if they're dead, in jail already? What? Were you interested in that? Are y'all interested in raising your own salary and building big house on the East Bank and it? Guyanese hypocrite. Did you suggest that they investigate these allegations that you all were making, that y'all investigate the allegations that y'all were making to bring closure to these people according to y'all, that the victims? So these kinds of things that Norman Brown doing here, because at least the first 3 points that on this thing here, right? The first 3 points on this thing here, people know is bare stupidness. We know Mark Benchcap is a waste, and the reason that he found himself in the lockups or jail at the time. And I heard some unspeakable things took place in there to Pastor Mark. Right? He was blessing people, and people were blessing him with the rod of correction. Bless you. What up? Dropping the rod of correction in him. So that's what got he there pale and squinty-eyed every day on his show. Mark. Right? You notice that the PPP is not threatened by opposition politicians. You notice why? Well, how could you feel be threatened by the opposition? The General Secretary in press conference today, people, 2 o'clock, y'all don't forget. Right? The General Secretary said it best the other day when he attended Parliament. It's a circus. Who's afraid of clowns? There have some people that are afraid of clowns. I shouldn't say so. I do know some people afraid of clowns. But these clowns, there are people afraid of clowns from Suarez Circus. But the clowns from Congress Place, why would anybody have fear of an Aubrey Norton? If Aubrey run too long, the sun jam up, can't move for the rest of the day. Look at the people, the caliber of the people. Why would anybody fear them? They can't do good research. They can't do good calculation. I mean, what are you fearful of when dealing with the opposition? Half the stuff it don't make sense. So we're worried about, we're running from. Right? What are you running from? From David Granger right down, because he's the head of the list still until Congress. From David Granger right down, complete waste. Complete waste. I feel like somebody, Sivans or Purans, should go there, put all of them in one of them dump trucks, Higgs batch right away. I will even put in no other garbage with them to contaminate the garbage. You got to cover them down once. No, I take the back. They might be deemed as me wanting people to die. I take the back. Sorry. No. Sorry. I'm not saying that. But they're waste. I'll say that. Complete waste. Complete waste. You understand? Right? So, Norman, nobody is afraid of the PNC or the persons in there. None. Nobody. Nobody. Not a soul. Right? So now, this rain going on terrible by. I don't know, it rained where y'all at here in Guyana. Now, he goes on. So he done attack the PPP. He go home to attack his own. And to reiterate what a complete waste David Granger was as well. You understand? One of the most heinous acts of President Granger against Afro-Guyanese was to spear Jagdeo from being jailed. How you gonna spear Granger? Had nothing to jail Jagdeo on. You think if Granger had evidence against the vice president, they wouldn't use it? Or if they had real grounds to arrest the vice president, they wouldn't use it? You know, the other day I was hearing somebody talking about Pradoville and all of them who living in there. Gary Best lives in there. Gary Best lives in Pradoville. I don't know if he sold the house yet, but Gary Best got property in there. So I wonder how these PNC people could not have this information. You ain't know Gary Best is living there. So as corrupt as you're trying to say the PPP is, look at the plank in your eye before you look at the splinter in the other party's own. Gary Best lives in there. Now, it was no surprise because one has to love their own unconditionally. All right, let me start this over. One of the most heinous acts of President Granger against Afro-Guyanese was to spear Jagdeo from being jailed. It was no surprise because one has to love their own unconditionally to bring their oppressors to justice. And that's to show you the mentality of these people. They are talking about unconditional love. Where was the unconditional love for the Londoners? Where was the unconditional love for the people in Albai's Tongue and Sapphire? Are you saying African Guyanese should love the PNC unconditionally no matter what foolishness they do? When they raise the salary and the MP still collecting money for barber chair like he broke? I saw this MP, Christopher Jones, talking a bunch of stupidness and encouraging people to stay away from the flag raising in Hikio, sunroof and thing, right? And he claimed Guyanese suffering. Sell the blasted key and get them the money. You think Guyanese suffering? Sell the key, get them the money. And partner, I just see the pickup you just been making attention and you know. You're terrible. I didn't think you were like that, Chris. Hey, trouble. But y'all think some people bad? If some person's story only come out to light, y'all might be surprised. Some of these people that y'all, well, PNC followers following, y'all may be surprised. But Chris, we see you. And anyway, trying to get sued. But it's true. So we see you, Chris. We see that move you make out there. Picking up that Cardi people them there. Right? The excuse that he could not direct the work of the justice system is biting him in the ass because Vice President is directing the police and the courts to continue to kill and jail blacks unjustly in Guyana. I have heard about people, you bro. Okay. All right, Warren. Right. Y'all hear that? Ho. Where is this coming from? When has the Vice President given directive to the police to arrest anybody? Or when has the Vice President given the directive to the court to charge anybody, have them found guilty to spend time in the jail and them kind of thing? When? What is Norman talking about? I repeat that if I have any influence in the new government of 2025, which Norman you wouldn't, you didn't have any in 2015 to 2020 and 2025 to 2030, You ain't gonna have none. Still. So don't repeat it. Right? You ain't gonna have none. Jaggy will be arrested. And if his judges that he bought to protect him. What? I repeat that if I have any influence in the new government of 2025, Jaggi will be arrested, and if his judges that he bought try to protect him, they will join him in jail. And join him in jail. It will be the only dictatorial action that I will ever be involved in. So, people, Norman has related to us that he's interested in dictatorial behavior. Right? He has hinted to us that he's interested in dictatorial behavior. And Norman, that doesn't go well for you. And for the Guyanese people who have the right to vote who they want to lead them. So since you may be a candidate for the PNC in the next election, thank you for letting the people know so that they know not to put their ex there, because this is what they will get from people like you. And how are we to believe you that will be the only dictatorial action that you'll take? Right? How are we supposed to believe you? Norman talking about locking up judges. The other day, the vice president only spoke about a precedent that is already set at a higher court, and the mere fact that what was the ruling by the judge, it was not in keeping with the precedent set in the higher court. That's all he said. That's all he said. But, understanding is not everybody's forte. And clearly we have some people in the opposition or who represent the opposition that don't have understanding in relation to certain things. So something as simple as that. Over Norman Head. I got 8 minutes more. I'm going to open up the phone lines to persons who are interested in calling in and sharing their views on any of the topics we want to discuss today, or anything we will discuss for the week so far, right? I saw Official calling this morning. Let me see if he can call back. But yeah. So that's what's going on. But I wanted to let you guys know that despite all of that nonsense from Rickford Bork and what? Morning, caller.
Good morning, Courdel.
Morning.
I see you keep up the good work you're doing.
Thank you, brother.
I see the congressman went here. Some congressman, I know he come from America.
Illinois, 1st District, Jonathan Jackson.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, I like what he was greeted nice, because the people tell them how nice they live in. But I just want to know why they don't bring this congressman to Linden to see how these people live in here, and with the nice fancy houses and things what people got in Linden. Why they don't bring these people here in Linden?
You got to remember that if Aubrey had sent the congressman or told him to visit Linden, as you just said, he would have seen the young professional homes. He would have seen the roads. He would have seen the bridge that's about to be built there. You understand? People can tell you about Wash Pond Road and the Labor Office and the desalinization plant and all those things. So they know that Linden, the hearts and minds of Lindeners are changing. So I doubt that.
Not the changing. You can come and see how fancy these Linden is 99% of black people. You can come and see how the fancy houses and things in the Amelia's Ward all over the place. The fancy houses what people build. But they don't want to bring people here. They want to get people by them stupid thing here. All about the poor people.
Indeed.
I don't know. You ever went to the US and you see how they live in Baltimore about it?
Man, but I never been to Baltimore, no. But I've heard and I've seen documentaries. Some of them places worse than Guyana.
Fast man must go to Atlantic City and think, what's that? What's that? Drive up thing and you go to enjoy yourself. But you just get out on gamble, just go and see how the place.
Yeah, you got to take a walk. But yeah, I agree with you.
Yes, because Linden, bunch of people live in Fantilin, and the thing is that they get a free court in Linden too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get them free court and they live in nice. They must bring the people in. This is hometown. He bring the people in.
Yeah, he won't do that.
People like them should be level thing. He must bring the people in.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming through. Warren, I hear you just live in the slums there in Atlantic City. Warren Burnett from YouTube, right? This is another guy, and this is what's tell you all about these PNC people. Right? This is tell you about these people. They can come and the guys are some fake profile. Warren, when I come here every morning, I broadcast on my profile. This is not a podcast. You see my face. You know who I am. Right? And Warren, if you are so interested, well, and just to show you, usually the people associated with them just dunce. Look at this comment. I've heard about people you, bro. The hell do you mean, Warren? You look stupid. Stupid. But Warren, if you want to come on the program, send me a number, I'll send you a link, and you can raise your points, debunk any of mine that you think aren't salient enough for you. You know, but yeah, you come out and represent Warren, or you start a program and debunk things that I'm saying here. You start a program and show all the work done in Linden by Granger, Norton, Sharma, D-Ron Adams. I see D-Ron Adams in a video looking like a boomerang. Let me show you. I think it's joke I'm making. This guy is so weird. I still can't stand him though. Right? AFC. Walk around the place, bend up like a boomerang. I'm like, and that's what they do. Anything happen, they play on people's emotions. So Linden had a flood. Shucks, Vishal just called back and I missed it. I had the phone on silent. Yeah, just now, Vishal. I can give you 2 minutes. Hold on. I just want to show you the guy. Look. Bent up like a boomerang in Linden. He ain't doing nothing really for the people in Linden. And they jump on every opportunity that they can to complain about something. Look at this guy. Not doing nothing for the people in Linden.
All right, so let me first of all say,
other than complaining about works that they didn't do. Look at he. Eating and living big off of the chairman money. You understand? They ain't build roads in Linden. They ain't been doing drainage in Linden. Look, this what Quincy. Look, the one behind me. What is this guy name? This is the guy who cussed me out. No, this is the guy that was there when I've been on cussed me out the day at altitude. Quincy, what is this guy named David something. I see Quincy on this live. Just a second, Vishal. Hold on. Yes, Marisha, you could call and clear up this Baltimore thing. I want you vex. Hold on, Vishal, you call just now. But this guy, they ain't build house in Linden. They ain't do nothing for the Linden people. He Sharma Solomon. If you know the history, you know where I'm coming. Look, idiot. Who is Warren? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? What history are you talking about? Who were born on banana flower? That's the history you're talking about? That's the issue talking about, Warren. Born on banana flower. Oh gosh. What's this other thing I go for tell you, Warren? Anyway, worries. That is when you see the most action out of these people. When persons are dealing with any kind of disaster, that's when they just run in like, oh my God, look what happened. Oh God. Like the government controlling the rain when it's falling, or how hard the rain fall, or how long the rain falling for. These guys are complete idiots. And Londoners, y'all, I hope y'all get sense. I hope y'all get sense. Darren Adams could not attribute anything to him in terms of Linden. Development of Linden, nothing at all. Darren can't attribute nothing to himself. You understand? Nothing at all. Complete waste. Complete waste. What's this guy's name, man? Something David. This the guy here in the blue and white stripe. Aubrey Norton cost me out at a karaoke. Cost me. Oh goodness. Aubrey cost me out at a karaoke. Aubrey Norton verbally abused me. Accosted me. All because I asked this man some questions, you know. Not disrespectful. You got the SOPs? You don't like hear but not talk. We should have tried to get that security footage, Quincy. You should have tried to get that security footage. That'd have give me some real views, why? Oh my goodness. Anyway, guys, I getting out to here. Vishal, you got 2 minutes. Can we close enough?
Good morning, my friend. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad, brother.
As usual, Guyana and the Caribbean for circus. Flap no. They made a lot of claims to the current visiting congressman from the U.S. Black Caucus.
Yeah.
But they didn't tell the man that they give Bojo Bantam $40 million to big up Raji Khan with a second 400 black youths.
Yeah. Good point.
They didn't tell the man though. Right? More so, they didn't tell the man that nobody will receive house flats in Linden, only keep you in field. That he's trying to rig the election.
Yep.
And they didn't tell the man that it took away $10,000, the children $10,000 grant when they came into power.
Yep.
And the majority of the beneficiary of that initiative are Afro-Guyanese youths or children. And more so, they didn't tell the guy that 49 rich Indian businessmen would have gotten the most contracts under the last regime. They didn't say that.
Man, trouble.
And another thing that they forget to tell the man, how many Afro-Guyanese were given scholarship other than the ministers and the family. You didn't say that? Did they mention that?
No, just leave out all those things.
And another thing they mentioned to the man, during the COVID-19 outbreak, they budgeted $479 million to just benefit 5,000 persons, and they didn't even distribute the 5,000 COVID anchor. Right?
Yeah, I think that's...
100,000 persons receive it. They didn't tell the guy that.
They can share the information, Vishal, because they can continue to make them look bad.
right?
So they can keep those
Another
things.
miscreant of society. I've known this guy since as a child growing up in Boston. Because he used to frequent our home. Because my cousin and him, they were friends. Mr. Kidaki or Kidanki, Amsterdam. I know that fella very well. Very corrupt. I know him very well, and I must applaud the government. I must applaud the authorities, I should say, that they finally decide to take decisive action.
Yeah.
You understand?
A lot of people had raised that thing with me in that video.
Right? Because could you recall in 2020, during this 5 months attempt by Guyana Force Circus, now Flap New, a young lady made a Facebook post where she were asking for the election result declaration and they should kill Jack Dio. I could recollect that. Right? But it seems that it's only one set of people or people who are affiliated with a political organization has the impunity to say these trash in the public domain without consequences. And I find a problem with that. You understand?
Yeah.
When I had a big thing in Marito, and the Indian guy said what he said, everybody came down on the guy. Nobody took into consideration that the other side as well is culpable of the same act. And even more severe than that. With the demand or the trajectory of the statement. You understand?
Yeah.
I can tell you the same eventually. Kudos to the U.S. Congressman. The man expressed very positive sentiments about Gare Fanani, our president.
Right.
And that is to show the intellectual capacity of this individual. I don't think they could swallow this big man. You understand?
Indeed.
Because big man mental faculty is intact. He isn't disoriented like Flapnoo.
Meditation and scatter, man.
Flapnoo dissolved into delusional thoughts. You understand?
Yeah.
But before I go, my brother, Guyana is on a upward trajectory. You understand? And the only people in this country that feel disenfranchised and disoriented or disconnected from the development unfolding is the narratives and the intellectual author of Guyana Force Circus. Because they revolve in a total different universe. They probably revolve in an alternate universe.
They in the multiverse, man. Maybe go little DC there. They in the multiverse.
Yeah, right? Because I would say, I can't believe, right?
Oh, wait. I think I now remember the video you're talking about. That girl that was crying.
Exactly.
In a chair in our old house. But
exactly.
Oh, now it come now. I looking at the comments of somebody and now it clicked to me. Now I remember. I do.
You know, no rocket scientist. I never went Mars like Darren Wade and them, man. The man is very bad, you know. The man is very, they got to live on the galaxy, buddy. They got to live in the galaxy. It's too bad.
Just yesterday, I telling somebody I hired Darren Wade before I knew the level of stupidity that Darren Wade puts out.
Imagine the man, the police. I don't know what problem they had.
Send the video, Sally Jones. Yeah.
But when the man got good talent, he should be with Jumbie Jones and them at the culture center. The man got good talent. Real thing I'm telling you that soon. Nothing to laugh about them thing. Stand-up comedy. The man bad than Eddie Griffin, buddy.
Oh my goodness.
Eddie Griffin is put reality into metaphor and orated as a joke.
Oh my
goodness. Story. However, Darren Wade, his thesis comes straight out of a storybook. Not even a storybook, but carrying a story like that in logo. The man come from another galaxy. He got linked up with Elon Musk who've been in the vehicle, we call it the Starship. Tomorrow. You know, he carry some people live there, right? I think we need to carry the entire flock tomorrow. Because they don't live around.
All right, take care, Vishal. So before I go, 2 things I wanted to share with you. Yesterday I told y'all, I think I had asked the council to send me some photos, but I see Ms. Bob from Mocha would have sent the photos. I just want to show you, because I mean, I'm lamenting because of vex with the congressman or nothing like that, but for the persons who don't live in Guyana, right? You may hear me talk about things, but I like you to visualize, to understand the transformation that has taken place, especially in that area of Mocha. And why I say that some of the residents were being a little disingenuous about what is happening in there, right? So I actually went to see Sally sent me the video already, and I noticed Miss Bob, I don't know if it's because we're not friends on Facebook, her messages don't come straight in. They got to go in and actually open it, right? New message request or whatever. But just let me show you this road. This road that what it was to what it is now, right? This is what the children of Mocha had to deal with. 2015 to 2020. Remember, this is Nima Flubes area. They love Mocha. Maconians, right? This is how children used to go to school in Mocha. Right? All today, with the rain that fallen just now, cat piss and pepper in Mocha to get out back then. This is what the roads used to be like there. This is what the PNC, APNU, AFC left Maconians with 2020. Right? This is what the Maconians had to deal with anytime the rain fall in that area. If they're coming home late, they get stuck. You got to jump out in the mud and push. Trouble. You understand? This is what this road here looks like, or when it was being paved. It's completed now. And you trying to tell me what? You trying to tell me what? To go from this to this is not progress? They marginalizing and discriminating against Mocha people, and this is what Mocha people get in. These people need to get away from here. These people need to get away from here. And I just like you to understand where exactly I'm coming from. Sally Jones, find the video. Sally Jones, find the video. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Sally Jones, find the video. And I couldn't understand what upset this young lady so. Right? Watch this here. Look at this. I now remember what Vishal is talking about. Oh my goodness. Look at this here. Y'all remember this? Something Adams. Nutrition or something. Look at this one here.
Right now, they're claiming that PPP was the election. Like, seriously. That's so unbelievable right now. Like, I can't understand how. I can't understand. Like, I can't understand everything. I can't understand how.
You know why you can't understand? Because firstly, you're not an elections official, so you don't understand, what's going on there. They give you the results, and that's what you run with. Were you trying to understand? So because it didn't go in the favor that you wanted, you can't understand it.
certain things under control and still.
So you hear what this lady said? You hear what this lady said? Certain things under control and still. So like she didn't know about the rigging. We might gotta get her. The police might gotta look for she. Things under control and still. It's what Demon Vishal gonna raise up here this morning, man. Listen to this lady.
I can't understand. Like, I can't understand everything. I can't understand how these people could got certain things under control and still in January time them scum can't happen.
So
Jesus. That thing can't happen, Grange. I disappointed in you, God knows that I disappointed in you as a fucking president. You sit on your black scum there, making me dust come back and just up.
I forget how abusive this person was to Grange. And mind you, again I show you, when you hear things like soup drinker, your black Essen thing, it's not Indian people telling black people, it's Afro on Afro violence. Afro on Afro violence.
I'm telling people, but because they got money, you got fucked up. Something can't happen, Grange. I disappointed in you, God knows that I disappointed in you as a fucking president. You sit on your black scum there, making me dust come back and just up. I'm telling people, but because they got money, you got fucking country, you and G. You're supposed to do every motherfucking thing it takes. You scum that ring it.
Another Hamilton Green here. You understand? Another Hamilton Green. So they knew what they were doing. The supporters knew what they were doing. But the people couldn't green. Them couldn't execute. You hear her? If you have to rig it, rig it. So to hell with the will of the people. So the few, they must control over the many. The majority of people vote, they want PVP. But these few decide that they Granger Bell.
You want to play books and nice and Jack, you play fucking nice. Eh? Jack, you play nice. And you want to play, like, God help those who have them fucking self.
Okay. Not if you're stealing. Not if you're stealing, young lady. God doesn't like that. You can't do that. But you see the mentality of the persons that would subscribe to the PNC narrative. This woman is, you ever heard the term lunatic fringe? The phrase? This is what they're talking about. This is not sanity. Just listen to what she's saying. Just listen to what she say. Throw democracy out the window. And she vexed with Granger.
And you sit down there, your black scum saying, but what? Let's say you better try some fucking out and go back in the fucking seat here. Because by the time tomorrow morning I wake up, bet you. Trust me, I don't like the reception I give you scum, Granger. Honestly to God. You do bare scum as far as I concerned.
And folks, that's to show you how ignorant some people can be, right? Look at the passion this woman here is displaying here. That's why I understand why they lock up Kadaki. These people at home, sometimes they are so easily influenced and they become so passionate about things that they really don't understand. That could push them to do foolishness like try to kill the four persons that caller spoke about on Kadaki's show. Look at this woman. This woman seems like she's ready to do something drastic. Despite the entity in charge of elections saying that, hey, this is the results. You understand?
On a real fucking note, you don't bear scum. You can't have any seat. Jack, you would never allow nobody even any fucking seat to do scum. You got it in your hand. You're the president. Do some scum to let this fucking thing deal with. Hey, this is just sad right now.
No, your behavior
Like
is
no,
sad.
like me even want I never want going tongue. I don't never going tongue. Or fire people mother gun and they give me a gun and shoot all of y'all. Honestly to God.
So I think the police should look into this as well. What? I think get in trouble for broadcasting this again. Ah, damn. Oh, man. I don't think no. Oh, gosh, I wonder. Anyway, I'm hoping for the best. But you hear what's going on here? Vishal make I remember this lady, very passionate. She was willing to go in town.
Hey.
And once provided with a gun. You hear what she was willing to do?
This is just sad right now. Like no, like me even want I never want going tongue. I don't never going tongue. Or fire people mother gun and they give me a gun and shoot all of y'all. Honestly to God. Starting with you scunt infinitely. You can't say
What? Started with who?
Kind of right now. Like no, like me even want I never want going tongue. I don't.
You see, the police should probably investigate her too. That was, he would have been president-elect at that time. So the police should probably look into this.
Going tongue or fire people mother gun and they give me a gun and shoot all of y'all. Honestly to God. Starting with you scunt infinitely. You're crossing cool scorn.
Racist.
You can't understand this at all.
I look at my face now.
So disappointed.
We're disappointed in you. Man, look.
Ain't that on the right fucking now. Like, I ain't even dead it. Don't even try it. Don't even fucking try it. Because the time you try to sit down and talk scunt at home, you're supposed to go in around there and give you your fucking votes. Got enough of y'all sit down there, one fucking thing happen, and enough of y'all even want to get up scunt and make it happen for this place. And y'all talking about what Rasta culture and Rasta fucking culture. The problem is because when the man want to legalize fucking weed, don't start me. I'm not for me fucking thing and do Scott right now. I in a bad mood. I in a fucking vote. Got enough of y'all sit down there. One fucking thing happen, and enough of y'all even want to get up Scott and make it happen for this place. And y'all talking about what Rasta culture and Rasta fucking culture. The problem is because when the man want to legalize fucking weed.
Man, you want to illegalize weed. You see the level of the persons that, look at some of these programs. The man you want to illegalize weed. You understand me? So I don't think her brain is developed enough for her to think past her current feelings or how she feel right in front of your face. To think of the future. Because she look like she probably got children and thing, But probably the police should look into this as well.
Don't start me. I come for me fucking thing and do Scott right now. I in a bad mood. I in a bad mood. And anybody try crossing me fucking part right now, they will get it. Don't try it. Please don't. I don't care who the fuck of me is friends right now. Yeah, don't fuck around.
Viewers, my viewers, I'm sorry for all the profanity. We don't usually do that here. But we look at this here. We're reminding ourselves of what was.
You say crying is something crying because I want fucking crying because of me fucking children. Them stunting are fucking fans. I don't feel it. You feel I want bat your fucking jack deal going there? You see how hard it gonna be for nothing? Y'all keep fucking thing through that pole now. You feel it can't any fucking thing but
So you hear what's her priority? Keeping down through Leopold Street. She's insinuating that the vice president coming back into power or the government, PB government, will stop them from keeping parties in Leopold Street. That's the kind of priority some of these persons have. Right? And like I tell you, people, they have many people like her, not too bright and ignorant plus tax. So all you gotta do is load up their brain with little stupidness and lose them while in the streets, and it's chaos. You understand? Chaos in the place.
Yeah, once y'all killing some fucking body. Huh?
Imagine she had children, right? She has children. $10,000 get taken away from them. And she rowing but keeping party in Leopold Street.
Don't try them right now. Don't. You better come from life with tax, scunt, and dep on it. Yesterday when everybody were going fucking good, just see scunt want come over the jackass one guy in the fucking ass. But I'm sorry, scunt and dead. Somebody just give you an injection and scunt dead. Black scunt like he.
Mingo!
All I'm doing is just taking pay.
Mingo! It's Mingo she talking about. Pull up. Wait. What story is this?
Don't.
I totally forget this video. This is Mingo she talking about.
You better come from life with tax, scunt, and dep on it. Yesterday when everybody were going fucking good, just see scunt want come over the jackass one guy in the fucking ass. But I'm sorry, scunt and dead. Somebody just give you an injection and scunt dead. Black scunt like he. All I'm doing is just taking payment. Let me see how best the money gonna work out for them now. Couple millions of dollars. Let me see how best it gonna work out. How long it gonna last fucking them. The better don't.
So she claiming Mingo get paid. By who? Since you got a lot of information, the police need to contact her.
All people see them. All the certain people see them. Guyanese, I don't know, you ugly mother stinking black scunt. You know that?
Again, black on black violence. Black on black violence. Black on black violence. You understand? You are. This is what you get when you. This is what you get.
You the Guyanese fucking king. You ugly mother scunt. You should just dead. Use another fucking one too. You crassy mother scunt. Just that attacking a set of scunt.
Her nose is at full flare. She really passionate now.
You's a crass. If nobody want you around them, you's a stinking fucking crass. At the bad crass. You should just dead with them too. PPP must scunt. Fuck out. That's what you gotta do. Fuck the hell out.
How could I have forgotten this?
That's what you gotta do. Fuck out. Right now, yeah, please don't.
Y'all hearing her child in the background? Her child of the year, and that's how she going on. Right? Her child of the year, that's how she going on. Anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Y'all continue to be good Guyanese. Careful what you post on social media. The Cybercrime Act might get you. And as I always say before I go, it's all about peace. 2 p.m. VP. Peace, love, one Guyana.
This one's for them haters, who attacking Guyana. Guyana, show them your little finger, show them your little finger, show them the 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 little finger. Big up for me talking, 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 big up for me talking. Don't mix me with politics. I use the Guyanese critics. I just want the country fix. Man, I come play some kicks. Can later bumper fake. We call it a camera trick.